Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Shifting Podcast. I am Joanne, and today I'm going to talk with a non shifter, my classmate, Alex.
Hello.
And I asked you guys to ask me some questions that I could discuss during the podcast. So that's exactly what we're going to do. Are you excited?
I'm very excited.
Okay. So, first, I will explain to you just what shifting is to a non shifter. So, you guys at home could also explain it this way to your parents or friends. So, shifting is becoming aware of a different part of your awareness in a different reality. A lot of people would say, yeah, I'm going to a fictional place with my fictional characters. That, of course, sounds very delusional. It is possible, yes, but I think if you would explain it that way to someone, they would think you're like crazy. So, yeah. Have you heard about shifting before?
Yeah, because you talk about it sometimes, and I do follow a few shift talkers on TikTok because I
That's cool.
like in 2020 or something, like, The Purge or something,
Mhm.
like all those people that were then saying, like, you have to lay in this exact position. So I think I have very minimal knowledge of
Yeah.
shifting.
Yeah, when we first met, you told me that you had blocked me on TikTok.
I'm sorry.
No, it's
But that
okay.
wasn't even with the shifting. That was just because, like, I block people so easily. Like, I was like,
Mhm.
you annoy me.
Yeah,
And then
no,
you just like the block list. I think I have like 200 accounts blocked, and for no reason,
no, it's totally okay. I understand.
It's a funny origin story.
Okay, so the first question is, what would be your advice to shifters as a non-shifter?
I think from everything that like I've learned from you and like online, to be in a good headspace here, because the other realities are just as real as this one. So like, I saw a TikTok of yours like, don't script trauma, and I was like, yeah, don't do that, because then you're gonna be traumatized. It's not gonna be fun.
No.
I don't get why people would want to shift to like a place where they're like enduring traumatic shit. Like, I think you should just, if you shift, you go like to like, I'm going to Hogwarts, but everything is cool and we're just studying. Like, I think that's a lot better for your mental health.
Yeah, no, I totally agree with you. Yeah. I just think that people that do script trauma don't realize how real the other realities are.
Yeah.
Like, you like know it when you're there and you're gonna regret everything that you've scripted. So it's funny that you like talk about the trauma, because the next question is it real that you can get trauma from shifting?
Yeah, 100%. I fully believe like you could probably get PTSD. Like, if say you're in a DR and you're like your parent is shot dead in front of you, that has the same, because I don't know, it's like
the energy is
it's
just
still there. Like,
yeah.
it's the same. Yeah, it's probably, it feels the same also because you script stuff like I am, like, you're there in that reality,
Yeah.
and then those have been your parents in that reality your entire life. So it's not like a random person dying. It's like
No.
literally the person who raised you, because that part of your like awareness sees them as as your parents. So like, yeah, I don't know. Also, all those people that script like that they have dead parents, like, you're not YN. Why do you want dead parents?
Yeah, no, like, but you also forget that when you shift to like the point where you're like 18 or something and you shift there, you will have the memories from you from the past 18 years.
Yeah.
It's not like you just spawned there, you just
No.
joined the server. It's not like
No.
that. And I just really think people should be aware of that too.
Yeah. I think some people, like, it's probably because of all the misinformation, but some people see it as like a silly little thing to do, when really it's not. It's so much deeper, because like if you go and shift, then it's not just silly hanging out with Draco Malfoy. I'm sorry, I'm constantly referring Harry Potter because
No, it's totally
that's
okay.
the most like shifting videos I saw back in 2020, 2021.
Yeah, Draco talk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I follow, like, and then each time I was like, but those like, and then that they would of course be like fighting and stuff, and like that's so traumatic. That's not just gonna be like silly goofy fun. Like,
No.
also those people that said then you can just script, you don't get traumas. I don't think that's
I don't
how
think
it works.
like that. No.
No, like,
I mean, of course, there are realities where you do not get traumatized because you don't go through traumatic things, you know?
Yeah, if you're just like in Peppa Pig, you're not gonna get traumatized because you're just living your best life with Peppa Pig.
Unless your boots get all muddy. I mean, that's pretty traumatic.
That is so traumatic.
Okay. Do you think it is possible to get stuck in a parallel universe?
I don't think so. I think that we are in that we are in charge of the shifting. I think it is something that you can control yourself. I think if you go beyond that, then it just becomes like a mental mind fuck for me. Like
Yeah.
if you're like, or like you accidentally shift or something. I think that's, I don't know. I think that's a whole nother rabbit hole actually.
Yeah. Like, I believe that we shift every single day by the decisions that we
Yeah.
make. And also because of that, you cannot get stuck,
Yeah.
you know, because we make decisions all the time. Like
Yeah.
that, I'm doing the podcast with you right now. Like, I could have done it with anyone else, you
Yeah.
know? So no, like a lot of people are scared, and that's the thing that's holding them back from shifting.
Yeah.
But no, just to the people that are listening right now, you cannot get stuck. Don't worry, you are in charge, okay? If you want to get back to this reality, just tell that to yourself. Focus your energy on that, and it will just go automatically. Just don't worry about it.
Mhm.
So that's that. And okay, I don't know why someone asked this question, but I thought it would be really interesting to put it in here.
Okay.
Can you script mental disorders even though you don't have them in your CR?
I mean, I think so because there's, look, in this reality, I'm autistic, I have ADHD, blah, blah, blah. Maybe there's another reality where I have Down syndrome. Like, literally, there are, like, with every baby that's going to be born, there's always a chance that they have Down syndrome.
Mm-hmm.
That's a really random example, but okay. That there is some reality out there, like a different, like where I was, like, I wouldn't have been me per se, but there was a different world where my parents had a baby and it was a baby born with Down syndrome because like at conception there's always that chance, so there is a path where that would happen.
And just with like different mental disorders, like
Yeah.
not only like Down syndrome.
I think with everything, honestly.
Yeah, I don't even think Down syndrome is like a mental disorder since it's like
It's
physical.
it's not, it's mental and it's physical
Yeah.
because it also it's literally you have chromosomes too little. Like, it's like it affects how someone looks, but it can also severely affect how people like behave and
perceived
stuff.
world. Indeed, yeah. No, but like also like there is a reality where you have like any mental disorder because there's an infinite amount of realities out there
Yeah.
with infinite possibilities. Like someone was also like talking to me like, is your low-key gender fluid? And I know
I saw that, yeah.
And I was like, well, like no, but that's not because I like scripted he wasn't.
Yeah.
Like why would I script that out?
He
like,
just wasn't because
just
that's this
wasn't.
reality.
and that person like came for me. And I was like, no, like how can you do that? That's not a real low-key. I mean, of course it's a real low-key. Like there's a reality where you're gender fluid too, and you're like, oh, I am gender fluid. Okay, well then there is a reality out there where
Yeah.
you're not, you know?
That's just this Loki because it's, yeah, I don't know. Either you are or you aren't. It's not like he didn't choose to not be.
No,
Like,
exactly.
it's also really weird to say, to it's like come for you because the Loki in your reality that you like, that's your like
like you can
main-
control it.
Yeah, like it's not like you wrote down like Loki has to be cis and he has to be straight and like blah blah.
No.
Like literally, that's not. Why would you do that? That
No.
you didn't do that. What the
And
fuck?
even if my Loki were gender fluid, I would have been totally okay with that.
Yeah.
Like it's not a big deal. Like
Yeah.
if he or they, them, he, she, I don't mind.
As long as he looks like he does, that is fine. That's fine. No, but I think what you're saying, like, there's also a reality where a Loki is a fucking horse.
Yeah,
It's not-
exactly.
I think people take some things too seriously. Like, it's not your reality, I want to say, but like, yeah, I don't know. I always see comments on your posts like people like scripting you in or like that you're with Loki in their reality. And
Yeah.
I always think that's really cute, but then I also see those ones like, I made you my mom, and I'm like, what the fuck? Why would you?
Yeah, well,
That's
like,
kind of crazy, honestly.
I mean, it is crazy to think about, but there is a reality
Yeah.
where that is the case. So there's
I think
nothing
there's
I
a
can
lot of
change about
realities
that.
where you and Loki like end up together, and like in your reality, you have kids, of course. So like in another reality, those kids are those like other people. Like it's
Yeah,
it's crazy to think
it
about, but I
is.
get the like.
Yeah, you can hear that.
Yeah,
You
that's
can
so
hear me,
funny.
like, tap.
It's also it's so nice that we just have this. But also, I think honestly, when we're sitting here, someone else is sitting there. You can still because it records like what's in the
Uh-huh.
mic. So
Yeah, we're talking about the podcast setting here, and
it's
like,
so nice and professional. Like Joanne is really stepping her game with this podcast for you guys.
thank you. Yeah, I wanted to make a podcast like a while ago, but the person that wanted to do it originally just
He was just skipping you the entire time.
yeah, but that's okay.
How many more questions do you have?
I have 2 more questions.
two. I want a way more. I love doing this. This is so
Yeah?
much fun.
Oh wait, we can keep yapping. For how long
Yeah.
have we been recording now?
10 minutes.
10 minutes.
like,
We're
literally,
doing so well.
You just yap a bit and it goes. But didn't you also post it right now? So maybe you're gonna get more questions.
Yeah, like I indeed just got a text from someone. Someone says, "Where can I listen once it's done?" I hope I will be able to post it on Spotify,
Also YouTube.
also on YouTube. Yeah, definitely.
I think maybe also that's a little bit less professional, but SoundCloud is also quite nice because people can just download the MP3 very directly. So say someone wants to listen to it while on a road trip or something,
Uh-huh.
they can just download it and then you have the audio file on your phone.
Yeah.
So that's really easy for like that kind of stuff. And if it's on more platforms, it has a bigger reach.
Exactly. Okay, next question. So we don't,
We don't go off topic too
yeah.
much.
Okay. Have you ever felt a connection you can't explain here, like naturally feeling like you're close to a person you've heard about?
I have this in the sense of like those deja vus that you're just like maybe it's something really simple like walking to the store and then you're like I've been here before, and not in a way like we walk there every day.
Yeah.
But like in a way of like this exact how it's happening has happened before. Like I have that really like I always think like, oh my god, I have a lot of deja vus like that.
Yeah.
But with people, I sometimes have like I have to have known you before because of how easy it is to talk to people. Like if you just instantly click like that, I honestly think that there's like or in another life or maybe in a
Yeah.
past life, stuff like that. I think
Uh-huh.
really if you click immediately with someone, I think there's more behind that.
Yeah, no, I totally agree with you. And I love the feeling of having deja vu
Mhm.
because things just feel like extra magical at that moment.
Yeah.
Like I even made sure I did not get like expelled from school because of a deja vu that I had where I did got expelled because I
Yeah.
did something. It was like a really easy thing. I just asked for an eraser and the person that was like teaching like, no, get out. And I was like living that moment. I'm like, oh my God, like if I ask for that eraser right now,
It's
I need to
over for
go.
me,
It's
yeah.
over.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's crazy. And I had a dream last night because tomorrow's April Fool's. I
Yeah.
had a dream about tomorrow,
What was
about
it?
April Fool's, that
Yeah.
people will just, like teachers were like yapping about something from school. Like we need to stay at school like for a really long time, you know? I'm like, oh no, because it's April Fool's.
Yeah.
So I do wonder if that's
Yeah.
going to happen
Honestly,
tomorrow,
yeah.
you know? Like it's kind of like a vision sort of thing.
No, I think I have a lot of dreams. I don't remember my dreams like consciously, but I think that's what makes them stronger because you don't so my subconscious must be really strong or something to remember them because I'm pretty sure it's all up here. I just don't remember them, but they are there. They're always locked inside my brain, I think.
Somewhere
Yeah.
you like know, like I do easily forget my dreams,
Yeah.
but now when I wake up, because then I'm like still in that like hypnagogic state.
I'm almost when I wake up. Usually, I get jump scared like awake. Like
Oh,
what
really?
I'm so yeah. I have a lot of times where, like I dream like action movies, but when I go to bed, my way to fall asleep is like making up like a little story in my head, and then usually my dreams are vaguely about that because you're like planting it in your head already. So it's like we were in a
Yeah,
video,
you're kind of
we
like
got
manifesting
trapped.
your dreams.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
So it's really funny because usually people I see all day appear in my dreams. So then it sounds weird to some people like, oh, you dreamed about because you were with me all day.
Yeah.
So when I went to create my little bedtime story, you were there because
That's so cool.
no. So I think that's really interesting because
Mhm.
how I fall asleep is I think also why I don't remember my dreams or something because I think it has a connection, but I don't know. I
Yeah.
don't know how. I
Well,
should
it's
should look that up
interesting.
sometime.
Yeah. Okay. One place you'd want to shift to but haven't tried to. That's so interesting as a non-shifter for you.
literally like a lot of things, but I think one of my favorite, like my all-time favorite series is Once Upon a Time. And I think that would be
that.
I think that would be so interesting because also it's not like, of course there's like battles, but I don't think it's that traumatic of a series as well.
No.
But I think that would be really cool, like when Henry tells Emma like we're going to Storybrooke. I think that it would just be so cool. And I think in a way, like I don't shift or something, but I do write stories.
Yeah.
And that's basically like not shifting, but like
Maybe it's kind of like scripting, like really detailed scripting.
Because I always after I finish a series, I'm like, oh my god, I wanna
be there.
I wanna be there.
Yeah.
And then my way of doing that is with
writing stories
about it. So
who would be your significant other in your Once Upon a Time, dear?
Killian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hook.
Yeah. Hook.
Yeah. Oh my god, I
He's
love him.
he's
I love
so
him.
hot.
I love him so
Or
much.
Alternatively, Peter Pan, because Peter Pan is also.
Valid.
But I would have to fix him first because.
Yeah, you do.
But like
He has some issues.
I think the show also is because the fact that like the whole family tree is like a circle. I think that would be so cool to be there when like a reveal is made. He's also my grandson, like that Rumpelstiltskin revealing he's Henry's grandson, like
yeah,
grandfather.
It was mind blowing. Yeah, it was so crazy. And then like he tried to kill Henry too. Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah. No.
No, but definitely also if I could rewatch that series for the first time again, because literally that changed everything. That changed everything for me because that series is so well written
It
and
is
like
so good. Like
all
only
the plots and stuff.
I just love that it's kind of a low budget series.
Yeah,
I mean, you can like really see the green screen sometimes. I don't care.
No.
I don't care. I love it. The
It makes
story
it
is
better.
so
it makes
good.
it campy. Like
yeah. No,
it's
I love
so
it.
good.
It is so good.
I could yap for like an hour about Once Upon a Time alone because
Me
that
too.
also the fact that like I love the structure of how the series worked, like season 4A and 4B, and how it's kind of like a regular sitcom where every episode is like its own little thing, but they always continued, and that there was like a long stretching plot. The Neverland plot was so good, like literally the way they did the Lost Boys as well. It's like peak, bro.
Oh, okay, just to go back to shifting.
Let's go
for
back to
people.
topic.
Okay, and one more question. Then we're
Yep.
gonna end this episode and maybe make another episode right after this
Yeah.
one. How do you feel about that?
I feel good about that.
Okay, so my last question. It is my question, not a
Yep.
question that was asked. How do you feel about anti-shifters?
I think why are you someone's business? Like literally just let people live. I
Yeah.
think if you don't like it, don't engage with shifting content.
Yeah.
And like in real life, I don't think it really comes up that much. But even if someone were to start talking to you, you're just like, hey, I don't really want to talk about that, and you just stop. I don't see a reason to be super negative. Like even if you don't like it, just don't say
Don't
anything.
interact.
I don't get people nowadays think that everything they have to have an opinion on everything. They have to be outspoken.
and also have to share it.
yeah, just like
you know?
leave people alone. Let them have their things. Like this is not. It's not like a hobby, but shifting is just something that someone likes to do. Just let them do it.
exactly.
It's literally like if I were to go on a random soccer field and be like, you guys can't play soccer because soccer sucks. That's like, why would I tell that to a bunch of soccer players?
Exactly.
They all love soccer. Shifters
Yeah.
love shifting. That's fine. Like literally, there's no reason to be negative
No.
about something like that because it's not hurting anyone.
No, exactly.
And like it's maybe only hurting yourself if you go to a traumatic reality. But for this, it's not like, yeah, okay, if you like shift to like be a Nazi or something, but I don't think anyone does that because people.
I hope not.
I hope not, indeed. So I think, yeah, why would you be an anti-shifter? Because you can just, if you dislike it, just block shifters that come onto your phone.
Exactly.
Literally, I've had this conversation with someone at my high school. I think I'm gonna call it. I don't know, but with someone at my high school, they were like, oh, "I think shifters are really weird," and I was like, okay, well, do you engage with their content? Because if you engage with shifting videos and you even not liking but commenting and stuff like
it
that,
will come up in your For You page.
TikTok will think you like
like
this.
it, yeah.
That's not so. The easiest way is just to block it or ignore it if you think blocking is harsh.
Yeah.
It's like it's not. You just don't
ignore it,
engage.
indeed. Yeah, exactly. No, I think it is okay to not believe in shifting.
Mhm.
It is okay to just focus on your life that you have here.
Mhm.
But commenting on other people's videos about shifting, making people demotivated, spreading the negative energy, it just like I don't care about your opinion on
Yeah.
that, you know? And it makes other people feel like really insecure about themselves and
Yeah.
the way that they want to shift, you know? Like I
Mhm.
always get like these comments like an anti-shifter told me this and now I'm not motivated.
Yeah.
Like it frustrates me
Yeah,
because
I
I'm
get
trying
that.
so hard to make people motivated and like
Yeah.
one comment that says shifting is not real and people are like all over the place, you know?
It's always very stupid because all the positive things can go like they can go from one ear to the other. The second something negative, when I think we should really not even just about shifting, but as a society, we should just focus more on the positive things and just let negative things be like just flow away like the
Yeah.
ocean.
It's just like someone's wearing like a nice outfit. Everyone like you're getting like compliments like oh my
Yeah.
god your outfit is so nice. Like I wish I had that.
Yeah.
And then there's one person that says your sweater is so ugly and you
Yeah.
will never wear that sweater again
Yeah.
because one person said it.
That is so stupid. I just think we should we should just let other people in their value. Like other people have just as much a right to exist and to wear what they want and to do what they want as you.
Yeah.
Like just let other people be and they'll let you be because I don't know how insecure you are to like actually shifting like just literally just shut up.
Yeah.
You're not doing any good because usually what it also does is like if you then get like a response from the creator, that's usually making you like a bad guy because you are the bad guy and then you'll
Yeah.
get flooded with hate and
Uh-huh.
then you'll become depressive. Like
Yeah.
it's there's no good ending. There's no happy ending for anyone.
Yeah, no, I had this one comment of this girl saying, Loki doesn't deserve you. He's supposed to be with me. And I was like, oh my god. Like,
Seriously?
yeah, and it was
What
a
the-
shifter. And I was like, girl, there's an infinite amount of realities. There's a
Yeah.
reality where
There's a
you-
reality where you and I are
exactly.
literally what?
So just don't be so close-minded.
Yeah.
Like,
Also, I think it's kind of like shifting is something that should be like everyone can do it. And like I think it's very weird when people like claim significant others because
exactly.
like what do you mean you think Loki's only because there are infinite
Doesn't
amount
work like that.
of realities
Yeah.
where Loki is with someone, where he's with no one. There's probably a reality where he's together with Thor because that's how the it's crazy to think about, but there's
Yeah.
probably one.
Exactly.
'Cause-
Yeah, I
yeah,
know
it's
it's true. We're with this mom. No, not with Frida. Stop.
No, but like I just think it's weird when people claim characters like that. Even like
Yeah.
if you were to just view him, like if you just watch the movie and you're like, oh my god, Loki's so hot, he's mine. Like that's not how it works.
No, I mean, of course you can sit it
It's
to
for
yourself.
everyone to enjoy, you know. Like if
Yeah.
you want to say that and in your heart you want to believe that,
Mhm.
go
Like,
ahead. But
He's mine in my decided
yeah,
reality.
in your reality and in your heart, and like to me, he's also yours because
Yeah.
like I don't want him. You can have him.
Thank you.
But
thank
like
you.
I think it's kind of like that. Like if of course with your friends or with your own little circle, it's fine to like quote unquote claim a character.
Uh-huh.
But I think once you're in the wide internet, you don't really get to do that because
No.
no one belongs to anyone. Because he's not your little dog. He's
No.
he's a living, breathing human.
Okay, well, thank you so much to do this first and second episode with me. I really enjoyed talking to you about it, and I just love how open-minded you are about like shifting, even though you don't actively shift yourself. I know that we're both really into like movies, series, books,
Yeah.
just anything fantasy related. And yeah, just thank you.
Thank you for having me. I really enjoyed the way you are also very open about and that you like you always are very what's the word? Civil about your opinion and you don't try to force anything and you always explain very clearly.
Yeah, thank you. So if you do like this podcast, make sure to follow for more. And if you have questions, just comment them on my videos and I will make a little list for the next episode. Thank you and bye.